And from the M60 Grill, we have Ken Foster.
Hi there.
Hi. Well, look at this here.
I brought you a few samples.
Just a few. So your specialty is breakfast.
That's what we're most well known for.
Awesome. Talk a little bit about what we have here, Ken.
We have our famous stuffed French toast. We have our cream cheese icing that we put in the middle of it. We cover it with strawberries and whipped
Oh my
cream.
God.
Can people see
And
this?
people just absolutely love our French toast.
What is it stuffed with?
It's a cream cheese icing.
I can taste this before it gets to my mouth.
We
And-
need scratch and sniff video here. This smells fantastic.
And this is one of my favorites. It's a smoked pork chop breakfast that we serve. What do you think?
I think this
gonna
is
take
so
this.
decadent and delicious.
I'm gonna take this on a
And-
private.
I'm going for the pig.
Do it.
And then the sausage gravy we make from scratch at least 2 or 3 times a week.
Oh my
It's unbelievable.
gosh.
And yeah,
That
and
is-
we try to make everything from scratch. Even the potatoes, we cook in-house and peel them and cut them for you.
Those are fresh strawberries.
Those are fresh strawberries.
Oh my gosh, it tastes. Do you know what that tastes like? Strawberry shortcake.
Almost.
It's like
It does a
breakfast
little
strawberry
bit,
shortcake.
yeah.
But the pork chop's one of my
having some.
favorite things that we
It's
have
like
now.
a big fat piece of bacon. It's so
Oh, it's
good.
yeah.
I'm gonna have some.
Okay, now where do we find you?
We're just a short drive right out there on M60.
Right?
And it is one of the best breakfasts you'll find in this area. I claim
I'll
I had
agree.
the best breakfast within 100 miles.
That's unbelievable. I've
Isn't
never had
it?
anything like that.
Yeah. I couldn't give a pork chop away my first year. And
Really?
You wouldn't believe how many I sell now.
So tell me, you guys are celebrating 70 years in business. M60 Grill has been there for 70 years. How did you get into it?
I got into it. It's 5 years.
Okay.
June 5th this year was my
Oh,
5th year
happy
anniversary.
anniversary.
Congrats.
Well, thank you. It's been a crazy ride, and I'm awful proud to be part of the history of
Yeah.
the little place because it's been there since '52.
Okay.
A little lady named Gladys owned it. It was a fruit stand before her.
Oh my gosh.
Now, anyone who's ever driven on M60 knows that the M60 Grill. And so M60, do you know M60 was developed in 1919?
No, I did not
Well,
know
now
that.
you do.
I
As
can't
part,
talk,
as
Andy.
part of the Michigan State Highway System. So yeah, it's really an iconic landmark along M60.
Pretty much, it's been there so long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys specialize in breakfast. Do you do lunch?
We do. Yeah, we're open till 3 every day.
Can I get breakfast anytime?
Breakfast is served all day. We're open from 6:30 to 3 all day. And we have a lot of good sandwiches, and especially we have some really big burgers.
Wow.
But we're mostly well known for our omelets and our breakfasts because we have the biggest omelets you're
Yeah.
going to find.
This cinnamon roll is
I
to
didn't see that.
die for. Here, you got to try it.
We make the gravy from scratch, cinnamon rolls from scratch.
Now you guys stayed open during the pandemic, and
I was proud of that.
I talked to a few people that have done that, and actually I was at I was at an Italian restaurant in Shelby Township, and they stayed open. They were doing $60,000 a day, so they didn't mind the $4,000 fine.
I was very fortunate. I got such an attitude about that pandemic thing, and when I decided to stay open, it was just pure stubbornness. And then we had lines out the door. People were coming from Ohio, Indiana, northern Michigan to help support us. My friend Mitch Spangler and I were the only two that did it in this whole area.
Yeah.
And it was a crazy time. It was just
It
the
was.
craziest
Yeah,
time
no,
in the
I don't
world.
think anyone knew what to do, and I think it was like, as a citizen, you couldn't get too upset with restaurant owners because that's your livelihood you're trying to protect, so it's like it's just one of those things.
And out there, the people out there, they're a wonderful community.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they have a strong affection for that little restaurant. It's
Yeah.
been there so long. We have a lot of good regulars. Matter of fact, my hat I got from one of my regulars. He's a golfer,
Nice.
and he's turned into a good friend, and he gave me the hat. And I have signs all over the restaurant. And people will give me signs every now and then. And
Oh, nice.
you'll never find another restaurant where customers will buy other customers' breakfasts or lunches more than there.
Oh, that's cool.
Because it is such a strong little community.
I like that.
And I'm just super proud of being a part of it.
That's cool. So what led you to the M60 Grill? Was it driving by there so many times and eating there? You thought, I'll buy this place?
No, actually, my cousin sells real estate here in Jackson, and she kept sending me this ad. I don't want to go there. I don't want to go there.
Yeah.
And I finally went out there, and
This is crazy.
and
good.
it's crazy how it came along. Alan had it for 43 years before me,
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
and then Gladys had it for quite a few years before him, and then now me, 5 years, and it's amazing how busy we've stayed throughout the winter and
That's great.
the pandemic.
Yeah.
But I think staying open kind of helped us.
Yeah, it kind of kept you going.
Well, yeah, kept people
What
loyal.
about summertime? I'm sure you get a lot of lake traffic, a lot of vacationers coming in.
We get a lot of bicycle guys,
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
a lot of
coming off the
golfers. We
trail.
have 2 golf courses within
Yeah.
a couple miles of us, and then we have like 3 campgrounds within a few miles of us too.
Very
So we get a
cool.
lot of campers, and we have a big parking lot, so they like pull in their trailers and stuff.
So
But
that location just has a recipe for success. Are you doing anything major different than what they've done over the last 70 years, or did you stick with the tried and true?
I don't know. Out there, what I find the more traditional comfort food you go,
Yeah.
the better it is.
Yeah.
You know, like meatloaf's one of my biggest sellers. People love a really good meatloaf.
Nice.
You know, we have. I like coming up with all the crazy specials.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
One of my favorite things is the creative cooking part of it,
Nice.
and I really love going out talking to the customers. That's how the menu is really developed.
Nice.
It's
That's
kind of
cool.
morphed into more than what I thought it would be.
Did you grow up with an interest in cooking at all?
I've been cooking pretty much since I was 15.
Okay.
Started at White's Chicken on Michigan
Oh,
Ave.
no
yeah.
kidding? Oh my gosh.
One of my best friends is Harold, and the Davises were big influences. Gene
very
Davis
cool.
was a great guy. I miss him terribly. During the lockdown, he was out there
Yeah.
almost every day with me.
Yeah.
You know, he was a great guy, but unfortunately, he passed away here recently. But yeah, restaurants have pretty much been in my blood from
cool.
day one. My grandpa used to own a restaurant here in town back way before I was a thought in my dad's
Yeah.
eye.
Oh, wow.
Well, I'm trying to think what I would order, just based on. I'm thinking here.
Well,
I've just never had anything that tasted that good.
can
And
I-
the
That
potatoes.
smoked chop is, and we're really well known for our fried potatoes.
I better try those.
Try it
too.
with the
I was
potatoes.
really-
You
okay.
can't
Go
can't
ahead.
get fried potatoes like that anywhere in Jackson anymore.
So I think maybe what you do is you order the stuffed French toast with a side of smoked chop, pork chop.
You have one of the
That way
kids.
you have the sweet and salty.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have the kids order that so you can have a
This,
few bites.
but you could like you said, you could split a bunch of different things.
Oh
I
yeah.
mean,
Well, we actually have a half order of
Okay.
the stuffed toast
Oh, you
because some
do?
people just don't.
Well,
I mean, that's
yeah.
a lot of food right there.
Oh,
But that chop is outrageous. And then we
So
even
good.
have a 3/4 pound country fried steak that
Oh,
we
my
have on the
goodness.
menu. Those country guys, they love that big
my
country
God.
fried
That's
steak.
awesome.
Matter of fact, Ted comes in a lot when he's in town.
Oh yeah.
Back 40 years ago, my first job out of high school was cooking at the Holiday Inn.
oh yeah,
And Ted Nugent used to come in there a lot.
oh yeah.
Nice.
And now he comes into this restaurant, and I never forget the first time I saw him. I said, "My God, Ted, I cooked for you 40 years
Oh my
ago,
God.
and here I am cooking for you again."
What's
That's
his
crazy.
favorite? What's his go-to?
The country fried steak. He gets
Serious?
it every single time he comes in. He gets the country fried steak.
Wow.
The
All right.
biscuits and gravy to me is just when you find it done right, which this is.
And they're tricky because I never like the way biscuits and gravy look. You know, it's just kind of a muted color. But this is so popping with flavor. It is delicious.
good.
And your
Thank you.
biscuits, those are homemade biscuits.
Yeah, we make everything pretty much from
Ah.
scratch that we can. All the gravies, all the soups and chilies, I make from scratch myself.
Well, if you worked at the Whirligig, then you know some of my uncles. That's for sure.
I forgot all about the Whirly
Yeah.
Gig. What a blast from the
Yeah.
past.
It's crazy.
That was in the
The
Holiday Inn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay,
the
got
Holiday
it.
Inn.
Oh
Yeah.
my
Yeah,
gosh.
It's awesome.
I,
And this cinnamon roll. What's the secret to the cinnamon roll? Here?
I think it's the icing that we make.
Yeah, the icing is unbelievable.
Is that the same icing that's in the French toast?
Pretty close to it.
Yeah.
Very
Yep,
close?
Very
Oh my
close to
gosh,
it.
So decadent and delicious.
This is very good. I highly suggest getting in the car and doing a nice morning breakfast,
Yes.
especially now that now that summer's here and we don't have to take the
Yes.
kids to school.
Yes.
Let's go to breakfast instead. Want to?
During the week.
Let's do
yes,
it.
that's a great idea. Don't wait for the weekend rush. Let's
No.
go out. And are you open 7 days a week?
We're open every day but Wednesday now.
Okay.
Wednesday.
I started taking Wednesdays off just to get things done outside of the restaurant, and I do a lot for taking care of my mom and my house.
God
and
love her.
What's the goofiest thing as far as inflation right now in the restaurant industry?
question.
What's the thing that you're just amazed at what it costs?
The fluctuation in the pricing on food is craziness. Like fish all of a sudden it's just gone crazy.
Yeah.
When they had to kill all those laying birds, I mean, the egg price is more than doubled. You know,
It's amazing.
It's amazing how the food has fluctuated in price so drastically in the last 2 years. And there's everything that you touch in the restaurant, whether it's food or carry-out products, doesn't matter. At some point in time, it's been hard to get.
Yeah.
Or impossible to get.
Right.
for a
Or
week
very
two.
expensive to get your hands on.
Yeah. It's been a balancing act. I
Yeah.
gotta say it's the most challenging time I've ever
Yeah.
had in my restaurant career.
So have you had to fluctuate your prices accordingly?
I have been really fighting to keep them down. We have raised it here and there a little bit,
Okay.
but we're still the most reasonable breakfast
Yeah.
you'll ever find, and we have the biggest portions you're going to find
Yeah.
anywhere in town.
Yeah.
You know, that's something that I was talking to somebody about the other day with restaurants, and the ones that come and go, that don't have this kind of longevity, usually have the same problems, lack of consistency. I think I know exactly what I'm going to get when I come to your.
You can pretty much count on it.
Yeah.
We try to stay consistent, and quality is
Yep.
a big thing for me.
Yep.
You know, it's not fine dining, but you can count on getting a good meal and
I gotta
a
tell ya,
large,
One
it's
and a
pretty
large
fine.
portion of food.
If we come in, will we accidentally sit in someone's seats? Is it
Oh,
a place
yeah,
like
that's a good
that?
question.
On different days,
Okay.
we have groups of people that come in on
Okay.
different days.
Okay.
Like I've got the Concord ladies. I just love them to death. A group of ladies, they come in. There could be 6 or 16,
Okay.
and they're there 5-6 days a week.
All right. Is
Even
it
during
okay
the-
for us to come in?
As long as you don't sit at their table, you
Just
can.
don't sit at the table. You know, I know that could be a thing. So.
It's like all the guys sit Friday mornings. They all gather. They talk about world politics.
Oh yeah, solve the problems of the
You
world.
know, we have different days. We have certain groups that come in on their specified days, and they expect to have that table.
Yeah.
You know?
Nice.
That's funny.
So
well, I think
consistently good and consistently huge portions are huge pluses.
yeah,
Yes.
I think we found a new breakfast spot, and it's the M60 Grill. Awesome. Hey, thanks for coming in, and congratulations on 70 years at
Thank you.
the
Thank
M60
you. I'm
Grill.
awful proud of it.
That's amazing.
Ken Foster from the M60 Grill. We'll be right back after this break.